Well, hello there and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel, where today I will be going over the 2022-2023 squad confirmations so far. So obviously coming towards the end of this campaign, the 2021-22 season, we do have a lot of contracts expiring. Hull City today have released a statement confirming which of those they are extending and which of those they are not. So the options for people that they are extending are with Ingram, Elder, Wilks, Honeyman and Emmanuel. So some good options there. I think Ingram, great option because it doesn't look like we're going to get Nathan Baxter. So I think that is a very, very nice one because we don't really want to rely on Harvey Cartwright and Dave Robson as our two goalkeepers. So definitely having at least one of them there, Matt Ingram, is a very good option. Callum Elder, I think he's got more to offer. I think he'll be a big part of our campaign this season. And I think he's got a lot more to offer compared to what he has shown so far. Malak Wilks, yeah, his partnership with Josh McGuinness didn't show his likeness that great towards the start of the season, but I think we've got to remember what he did for us when in our promotion season from League One, and I think that he's got a lot of potential. If he gets worked right under Shota, I think that he could become a nice, nifty little striker in the Championship, a bit similar to Mitrovic in the fact that Simon will be doing all the hard work, forming it, and then Wilks would just be there doing the tap-in. George Honeyman, fantastic option. I put his work rate on the same level as Said Manesh, who we are most definitely keeping now. But yeah, definitely a very good option there. And then Emmanuel, yes, he hasn't played much this season, if anything. But then he's been going through a bit of personal issues, I believe. The club did put out a statement a couple of months ago saying that these matters are private, and we understand that. Just wondering about his fitness level. I think that it'll be a good option as either a super sub or in the reserve squad. Moving on to the three players that Hull City have released. Two of these we did know about before this post got announced, but one of them we didn't, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. So let's start off with the obvious one, Tom Huddleston. Yeah. So Tom Huddleston has left us after returning to the club for the second time. We did find this out a couple of days after the final game of the season. Or actually at the post-match interview for that one. But then it was a bit more confirmed a few days afterwards. So yeah, Tom Huddleston will be leaving us for the second time. I will make a video dedicated to Tom Huddleston because I think that he is classified as a club legend. The stuff that he's done for us, I mean, you saw it looking back at a few of the stuff that's been popping up recently in like memories and things. The FA Cup final, our promotion stuff. He's done a lot for us, and I think that we can't thank him enough, especially leaving us after only coming for us for a season on a free deal. Also, Tom Eaves, this was announced, I believe, yesterday or the day before. Tom Eaves has left the club. I won't call him a club legend, more of an icon, but not for his on-field status, more for the banter of it. Yeah, he's not that Championship level. I think that he's a great person to have at the club, as sort of like that opposite switch. So when you've got the more bullying defenders, Tom Eaves is great against that, as we did see in a few games this season. But yeah, I think it's a good option to get rid of him, especially if we are spending this £20 million on a striker. I think it would be a good idea to get rid of Tom Eaves, who I think is possibly our weakest striker. Then the next one is a shock to me. It's a shock to probably you as well. But Richie Smallwood, our captain, has been released from the club. So this one is a massive shock to me. I didn't think that we'd get rid of Richie Smallwood this transfer window. I thought if anything out of him and George Honeyman, we'd get rid of George Honeyman, which we haven't. We've got rid of Richie Smallwood. But I think that if we were going through this summer rebuild, which we have been promised, 10 plus new players, I think the perfect player to have there to sort of bring them in, show them the reins, would be Richie Smallwood. Our captain, we've been lost when he wasn't on the field this season. In them few games when he was either starting on the bench or I believe he played a few games when he was injured, we were lost. We were lost without him. And then as soon as he came on, it picked up pace, we was playing right, and then I think in some of them cases, we scored. So I'm a bit concerned about that option. I hope that when they came to that realisation, they have somebody in place to become captain. It's probably George Honeyman, and hopefully over this summer, he can sort of think through it and fill up to that role if it was. Because apparently Richie Smallwood was also a big voice in the changing rooms as well, which will probably be missed. But good luck to those three players wherever they go. I believe that Richie Smallwood and Tom Eaves will be going on to play football elsewhere. But Tom Huddleston, I don't think so. Because obviously you've got to remember he had a years away from football before he came to us this second time. And I think that he might be done because he is doing a bit more of like non-football stuff, working with stuff behind the scenes. If you look at his Instagram and things, a little bit similar to David Myler in the facts of that. Because obviously David Myler, he has just created a new football academy in Hull. So yeah, but I'll have more information on our transfers in a video next week, because we've been linked with pretty much everyone now. So I will have more of that information in next week's video. But that's it for this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you stay up to date with more Hull City content like this. And as we make our way into the new season, we'll be having more matchday vlogs. But this has been the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel. Goodbye.